Hello YouTubers. Well, I'm slipping this video stroke slideshow in between telling you about my life, I suppose, and before I move on to life after school and life in the forces, because I have now found out, I hope, how to put pictures into a video. And for those of you who've been watching my series, it will be better explained in images than I was able to do in words. So I hope this will help you understand perhaps something of those things I talked about in the past. So here we go. Well, in the fear that Germany would use chemical warfare, as I have said before, we were all issued with gas masks, and there were many types of gas masks, some for babies, some for adults, and some for those in the forces. And as I remember, we went to a centre where we were all issued with this standard gas mask, which we carried around in a little cardboard box. When I talked about the Anderson shelter, it was very difficult to describe, but you can see here one that has been constructed, and it was necessary to bury them in the ground to secure them, probably about 2 feet, I should think. And then they were covered over with earth. And when I spoke of my school, this is the main building of my school, and it was very nice, and it was close to the countryside and in the posh side of town, very different from the sort of basic, almost slum area that I lived in myself. So going to school was a sort of a sanctuary, I think. And the main building still exists, but there has been many additional classrooms built on the fields behind, now that the intake is increased with the increase in population. But in my day, all schools were single sex, and whoever came up with the idea of having them sort of multi-sex is very bad idea, I think. There's enough problem with boys in school without having the sort of competition from girls, and of course in our social life, living on an estate or having friends on an estate, there was always plenty of girls around who we could socialise with if we so desired. So that's a picture of my my school, and it's changed quite a lot, because in front of the school, in front of the headmaster's house, there was a lovely cedar tree, and as I've said, it was all very peaceful and tranquil. So one of the reasons, I suppose, why I didn't mind going to. I can't seem to put a voiceover on this rather embarrassing picture of me in my school uniform, but perhaps an interesting point is that until you were 14 you had to wear short trousers, so that could sometimes be quite embarrassing. But until next time, when I tell you more stories, goodbye.